Hello everyone, this is Pooka and welcome to another game I played on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online from Bad Deck Monday. And this time we're going to be using a Blastoise Vanilluxe deck with the Chill Max attack. You flip a coin for each energy attached to Vanilluxe, and for each heads you do 60 damage. So ideally you need to flip 3 heads to knock out an EX. Now this is a ridiculously bad deck because you not only have to set up your Blastoise, but you also have to set up your Vanilluxe, which is your main attacker. So you're going to need to set up multiple Vanilluxe in a game in addition to a Blastoise. So if this deck ever works, like actually works, you're just getting pretty lucky. Now, the beginning turn here is kind of scary for me. I see a Squirtle versus a Landorus. I could have used a Skyla for another, like a level ball to get another basic into play. But if I do that, I leave myself with no supporter, no real game plan, nothing I can really do. So I decided to just grab an N. You know, if he has an energy, a Verbank, and a laser, I'll just accept that I lose. I mean, that's not too likely to have all that stuff, so I'll take the chance there. If he misses, say if he misses, and then, you know, like I didn't Skyla for a supporter, my odds of winning are so low that it's just not worth it. So that is why I decided to just grab the end there with Skyla. You know, if he gets the turn 1 laser Verbank stuff, I'm probably going to lose anyway. So, anyway. He did not get an energy at all, so that is pretty good for me. Now I attach to my Vanillite since that is my main attacker in this deck, and I decided, heck, Landorus is weak to water. Let's go ahead with a Snow Squall for 20. Yeah, weak to water. Yeah, it's probably not going to matter at all. But my opponent says, I hope I don't end up on Bad Deck Monday. Whoops. Sorry, Dirty Shoes. You are on Bad Deck Monday. I feel like it's that old thing, Candid Camera. Smile, you're on Candid Camera. But one thing I forgot as I'm pointing out there is, oops, Vanillite is weak to metal. So if he gets like a switch or a float stone, some way to move that Landorus EX out of the active spot, he could just use Righteous Edge to knock out the Vanillite, and that would not be good. But here I have an interesting decision to make. I have an N, I have a Skyla, I have a Juniper, I also have an Energy Retrieval and 2 Water, and an Ultra Ball. So, I could Skyla for a Rare Candy, and then Ultra Ball for a Blastoise, and then, you know, kind of go from there. But I do see that Trubbish, and you know what? I don't play Tool Scrapper in this deck. So my Deluge is going to be shut off all game. You know, Garbodor, that Garbotoxin, when it's in effect, it shuts off all abilities. So once that's in play, I'm going to be stuck attaching one at a time, which is not very good when you have an attack that says flip a coin for each energy attached to your Pokemon. So we do the stupidest thing possible. Ultra Ball away my 2 supporters. I'm going to retreat into Blastoise. Going to play my hand down to 0 just so I can go all in with this Blastoise. Going to do the energy retrieval, get back to water, and we can deluge all 4 of those water energy onto my Blastoise with that awesome ability. And Landorus EX is weak to water. I can't pass up an opportunity to Hydro Pump for a knockout, can I? And the waves come crashing down on Dirty Shoes and his Landorus EX. I was hoping to get something off my prizes, maybe another supporter, but nope. I have a Vanillite and a Superior Energy Retrieval, which I cannot even play because there are no more water energy in my discard pile. So I am pretty much just stuck using this Blastoise from here on out. Now, normally this would be an extremely stupid play, and to be honest, it probably was here too. But My thinking was, you know what? Number one, he runs Garbodor, and once Garbotoxin's in effect, I'm probably going to lose. There's no way I can do anything about that. So I might as well just try to get a bunch of energy on my Blastoise and be aggressive, because what can he do? I mean, he's got Cobalion EX, which doesn't do very well against Blastoise, actually. Unless it has 3 energy, which it doesn't. It honestly does very poorly against Blastoise. And, you know, his other card was Landorus. That means he probably doesn't play Double Colorless, which means he probably doesn't play Mewtwo, which is perfect. So, I just decide, heck, let's go with Blastoise. Now, he does put down the Energy Press Cobalion, which that is where my fun will end. Since Energy Press is decent against Blastoise, he's not going to knock me out in one hit, but now that there is a tool on that Garbodor, Garbotoxin is in effect. There's a Float Stone, and yeah, he's just going to be able to Energy Press me for 100. And, you know, it might come down to a flip with that Squirtle. What's going to happen here is I'm going to Hydro Pump for 100. I got nothing else to do. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to have to use Squirtle. We're going to have to, what is that, Water Splash, whatever that attack is. Shell Splash, I don't know what it's called. We'll find out when I use it, but yeah, I have to flip for Squirtle's attack, and if I get heads, I'll knock out that Cobalion and perhaps have a chance of winning. If I get tails, I'm going to lose. Yeah, I think it's Water Splash. Don't use Squirtle to attack very often. Don't use Blastoise to attack very often either. But here we go. Gonna promote the old Squirtle here. And of course we're gonna need to bench that Vanillite just in case I miss here. I want to at least have some life in this game. Maybe I can follow up next turn with the Snow Squall. That will be the finishing 10. So here's the big flip of the game, folks. Water Splash. Oh, Squirtle getting in there. He has just earned his Squirtle Squad sunglasses, that is for sure. Someone put some sunglasses on that card. I should draw them in real quick. Put an image over there. But that is awesome. Squirtle takes down Cobalion. And what is going to happen next in this game? Now, there's still a Cobalion EX that I really can't deal with. I mean, what the heck am I going to do? It does only have 80 HP left, so that is something to look forward to. My opponent has a pretty small hand. He hasn't been playing supporters. He does have Garbodor out, so that's kind of a bummer. But, you know, could be worse. So, here I'm going to play an Ultra Ball, and this is actually a tough decision. I have 2 choices here. Number 1, I can grab a Wartortle, Waterfall for 60, and hope he doesn't draw a 3rd energy to use Steel Bullet for the knockout. If he doesn't, Wartortle's going to, you know, he's going to get in there. He's going to take the knockout on the Cobalion EX. I'm going to go down to 1 prize, attacking with Blastoise, Squirtle, and Wartortle. So, the whole family is participating in this one. So I got to decide, do I want to take Wartortle, or I guess the other option would be maybe Vanilluxe. Vanilluxe, the ice cream cones are tough. It's Vanillite, Vanilluxe, Vanilluxe. Got it. A lot of people don't know that. Anyway, I decided to go for Wartortle because, you know what? We've been riding on the backs, on the shells of these turtles this entire game, and why not try to go for the trifecta, the Blastoise knockout, the Squirtle knockout, and let's try to get the Wartortle knockout as well. I also get a rare candy and a Vanilluxe off of that Juniper, which actually that gives me some hope in case he does draw the energy. Now we're going to Waterfall for 60, and I am just like, come on, let this happen. Please, God, just let this happen. I got a knockout with a Blastoise, with a Squirtle, and with the Wartortle. Come on, let me get the Wartortle knockout. This will complete the hat trick. This will never happen again in my entire career playing Pokemon, I'm sure. There's no way in... Oh, there's the metal. Alright, so hey, we'll get the knockout on the Wartortle. And they're going to see a heavy ball for another Landorus EX. But this is not completely over for me. In fact, it's just going to be a tie game. I just don't have any energy acceleration anymore. So I'm going to have to pretty much just go for Chill Max next turn. And if I get heads, I'll knock out the Cobalion EX. If I get tails, I don't. But even if I get tails, I'll have 2 shots at it since, Steel Bullet does not apply weakness. There's a lot of people don't know that. Cobalion EX's second attack does not apply weakness. So it only do 100 even though I weak to metal. And I'll have 2 shots at it basically. So I'm not too worried. If I hit this one, it'll be very big to avoid a big 100 damage hit. But if I miss, it's not the end of the world. I'm just taking a look through here. I have a dowsing machine. I'm deciding whether or not I want to use it. Ideally I would have liked to use that on a Super Rod, shuffle some stuff in. But all I have for a supporter is a Chorus, which will only give me 3. So I'm in a dowsing machine for a Juniper. Draw a fresh 7. And boy, I actually can't play any of those cards. So here we go. Chill Max, and got it. Let's kick some Ice Vanilluxe. I have not been using enough Mr. Freeze puns in this game. That's going to change right now. I can't think of any more. Anyway, we're going to go down to 1 prize here. And every part of this deck is participating. The Keldeo. How often do you see Keldeo X be like a supporting character in a Blastoise deck? That never happens. Only on Bad Deck Monday. Vanilluxe, though, can Vanilluxe go the distance? A Freeze is coming. I can't think of any more Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze quotes, but they'll come to me, don't worry. Now, what does my opponent do for me? He promoted a Landorus EX. That doesn't do very well against Mr. Freeze over here. He's weak to water. Now, he does have a Float Stone. We'll see what he does. I don't really know. He's actually going to retreat to his Garbodor, which has 2 energy on it. I only have to take 1 prize, though. And he passes. Is this really happening in a game where I'm attacking with Blastoise, Squirtle, and Wartortle? Are we going to have a shot to win here? I'm going to attach to the Vanilluxe. And then play a Skyla, I suppose. And I could take a catcher and go for that Trubbish. And if I get heads, just 1 out of 2, I win. The game is over. I just need to knock out the Trubbish. It's only got 60 hit points. We can do it. Let's go. Wow. I did not expect this game to play out like this, that's for sure. So we're going to play Skyla for that golden catcher. Bring up that Trubbish. And this is going to be a flip for the game. Chill Max. It's lagging a lot. Oh, come on. 2 tails. Oh, it even rubs it in by saying 0 damage. Unfortunately, there really isn't much he can do. Unless he top decks like a supporter. Or Hypnotoxic Laser, of course. But for the most part, I think I'll be okay. Unless he top decks something huge. He does bench a Keldeo EX, which is kind of weird to see in a Garbodor deck, which shuts off that Russian ability. But okay. So here, I have a Superior Energy Retrieval. I'm going to go ahead and rare candy this Vanillite into another Vanilluxe. We'll discard the Vanilluxe and the other Vanilluxe since I'm not going to bench another Vanillite this game. Superior Energy Retrieval, get back 4 water energy. And alright, I can just attach again. Now I considered using Cold Breath, which does 40 and puts the defending Pokemon to sleep, but nope, Chill Max, and nope, just 1 heads, 60 damage. We're having some troubles closing this game out, that's for sure. We're giving him opportunities to come back, and that's not good. Giving him opportunities to draw cards. You need to be able to close these games out. Come on, Vanilluxe. This is what happens when you can't use that Victini for Victory Star. Stupid Garbotoxin shutting me off. But I gotta say, this game has been pretty entertaining, at least from my point of view. My opponent's probably not too happy, because he really hasn't drawn too many supporters. But I guess that kind of evens the game out when you have to attack with a Squirtle, and a Vanilluxe, and a Wartortle, and a Blastoise. Anyway, I think my opponent is trying to decide what to do. Attaches a fighting to the Keldeo. And this is it. We need 2 out of 4 heads to take down, honestly, a top archetype with this deck. And Chill Max. Oh, we did it. Vanilluxe Blastoise takes the win. And what killed the Keldeo? The Ice Age. That's where I gotta leave this one. If you haven't watched, what is it, Batman Returns? Is that the name of that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze? Just look it up on YouTube. It is hilarious. The best one-liners ever. But alright, we took down the Keldeo, took down the game. We dealt 810 damage. Blastoise was our MVP. And Wartortle attacked. Squirtle got a knockout. And this might be one of the most bizarre games of all time. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is just the insanity of Bad Deck Monday. We'll have some more videos for you soon. I am Pooka from the Top Cut. And I'll see you guys next time.